Boom! Welcome back again. This is TJ, and we are checking out the high-level project of Slava Village. The guy who never had a village, and now he is creating a village now. Leroy, my brother, this is one of your bigger projects. We've done a couple of videos on this one, but this is now just an overview of the project. You want to tell us what it is? It's out in Boksburg. Mm-hmm. And what is it? We are at a construction site as we speak right now. Over to you.
So it was a retail village, shops, and I'm converting it to a residential village. Affordable, secure residential village in the center of town. Close to work, close to transport, safe. There's nothing like it in town. This is going to be the nicest, best building in Boksburg town. TJ knows he's got a building in town which is not as nice as this.
No, I don't want to get more. I've sold it.
Oh, I just wanted to put that in there. Just thought I'd throw that in there. A lot nicer than his.
Okay, all right. Now that we are measuring each other here now, let's go on to talk about your stuff. So what is this, Leroy? These used to be what?
This was shops. So these shops were actually vacant. They've been vacant for years.
Yeah.
So these were shops. So this will all be flats.
Okay.
Yeah, so this will be flats. Here's Mr. Conrad. Conrad, say hi.
Hi.
How's it going? So how many units, how many shops were there in the beginning? And you're converting to how many units?
So there were about, how many shops were there? Close to 40, and we're converting it to 52 flats.
Residential flats.
Residential flats.
This is what? 1 beds, bachelors, 2 beds,
mix,
3 beds?
Yeah, mix 27, 2 beds, 1 beds and bachelors.
What gave you the idea of going residential? Why didn't you just keep it retail?
Nothing worked here. As I said, I'm from Boksburg, so I went to school here, I lived here. I moved out of this town actually when I was we moved to the suburbs from the inner city when I was about 15 or 14. So I know this place. So I know this. As I said, I used to come, I told you in the previous video, I used to come smoke here. So it's been few shops vacant. You know, when there's 3 hairdressers, 4 churches and few vacant, you know it's not working.
Right.
And there's a demand for affordable residential.
Yeah.
So these are one of the units that they're still busy with. We'll show you one that's complete.
So
now.
This used to be a shop before?
This used to be a shop. A bigger shop. Can you see we've actually...
I see you're gutting out everything, yeah?
Yeah, we're gutting out everything. So this will be a nice bachelor unit.
And I see you going a little bit of face brick here.
Face brick. How nice is this brick? You can see how nice it looks when it's nice and sealed. We'll show you a unit that's complete now.
Right.
So the big thing here is as well with these. Remember, this was shops, so now it's going to be flats. So plumbing, the plumbing we had to redo the plumbing. You have to redo the whole electrical. So that's where the big costs come in.
Right.
The building, plumbing, electrical.
Okay.
And then your finishes as well.
Okay, cool.
So these are nice. They're fire breaks.
They're fire bricks?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means
I thought all
that
bricks are fire
if a
bricks.
fire breaks out here, it doesn't go next door.
Right.
So, we're all learning, guys. I also didn't know about the fire, but I mean, we don't know everything,
Of course.
But it's nice. What I like it for is obviously the fire, but now it separates the units as well. So you can sit here and it's like you got a little bit of privacy as well.
Yes.
So that's quite cool.
It's got a, what do they call it? There's a word that I'm looking for. Cosmetic feature to it.
Yes.
Other than its natural feature that it's supposed to have.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's cool. And you can see you got a little bit of a patio here. So when you're in your unit, you can come outside, sit here, maybe have a little chair and 2 chairs, sit with your husband, have a drink, whatever you drink.
Yeah.
And
you're overlooking.
And you're overlooking. Once the shade netting is gone, you've got a beautiful old church there. You've got a nice park here. The only thing also now is with the municipalities not maintaining a lot of the things, I'm gonna have to make sure outside is, I'm gonna have to cut that grass. You understand? I'm gonna have to, which your maintenance goes up a bit, but you have to do it. I'm gonna have to pick up the papers outside. I'm gonna have to.
I think that's what a lot of landlords don't realize, that once you start a bigger project like this one, it's not just your responsibility to look after what is immediately yours,
Yeah.
but what is also influencing the people that you are giving a service to. So if water is spilling outside, you don't just leave it.
Yeah, you make sure the municipality comes on.
Yeah.
If your tenants are getting robbed, you need to sort those
100%.
guys out and make
Yeah.
sure that they're safe.
Cool.
So when you get into these property things, they don't tell you these things, eh?
Now you're finding it out.
You find it out as you go, eh?
Leroy, this is a humongous place, brother.
Big, eh?
It is.
Huge.
All of these trees, what are you going to do with them?
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
leave
cut them out.
No, we leave them.
Is it?
We leave them. It's nice shade.
Oh, I see where you get the
You
village
see?
from.
Not that creative, eh? No, I'm not that creative. We just keep it simple. It's called. Didn't you see that? It's
I
called the
didn't.
village mall.
I didn't when I came in.
So, what do you call it? You just take away the mall,
And then you put the slava
put
there.
your name on it.
Oh, intelligence.
Why not? And people call these things all the year. You hear Elizabeth Court, and why not?
Yeah.
We can also start putting our names on things. Why not?
That's it. I
Eh?
like that. I like that.
Um,
This rubble here, what are we going to do with it? Is it going? Is
it will be
staying?
gone by tomorrow. Tomorrow, we actually got a big day tomorrow. The bank is coming out with the CEO of the bank is coming. That's how great this project is. The CEO of the bank is coming tomorrow
Right.
to come and see,
What
because
is
they don't
happening?
have anything else like this happening.
Okay.
And it's going so well. Or you look at, nothing is without challenges, right?
Right.
There are some challenges in it, but
Speaking of that, what are some of the challenges that you have faced?
time with the registration. Obviously, you know about the time with the latest state, so that took time as well.
Okay.
Then we signed the OTP. The due diligence took time. The OTP expired. We had to extend it. Then the finance banks take their time as well.
Well, they want to understand the project. They want to understand you. They want to understand whether this project is a good investment for them.
Yeah.
Because as you're a property investor, I mean, you don't own the project up until you're finished paying for it.
Yeah.
So they want to make sure that everything is ticked, especially that we are coming out of COVID.
Exactly. So now they're stress testing it even more. The stress test is even where you used to stress test it at certain interest rates. They stress testing it at higher interest rates. The vacancy is up now. So it's a lot to make these projects feasible. It has to be a good project nowadays, eh?
100%. Okay.
So this is the village. So Mr. Taurai, Jack, if you're in that corner, we're putting in a borehole. They're drilling.
You're putting in a what?
Borehole.
A borehole.
Borehole.
Is it?
Yeah. So we're gonna.
Do you know what's a borehole?
Yeah.
What's a borehole?
We're gonna take water from the ground and use it.
Okay.
That's a simple explanation. And you see, we don't like complicating your life here.
Okay. All right.
And
Just checking
So-
some Lani boys from Boksburg.
listen, this is my first
borehole.
borehole. Let me not sound too smart. Eh? They're drilling it. I even said, guys, tell me when so I can be here. I've never seen how they drill a borehole, so I'm gonna be here as well. See how
Nice.
the water comes out.
Yeah.
So
But you shouldn't be far away from the water table because you've got a lake here.
lake, so it shouldn't go down. It's quite expensive putting in a borehole. I never knew. Eh? It's my first. It's quite pricey putting in a borehole. But anyway, the benefits.
What's the cost, plus minus?
How much is this one on? 100,000, 100,000, and but remember they give it to you. They still need to, as they go down, they still charge you per meter.
Right.
So if they go down 100, your
That's
cost
more.
goes up. But according to our research here, they shouldn't go down too far.
I would think so because of the lake.
Because of the lake.
Yeah.
So it's quite an expensive. I was look at it, I was like, wow, okay, this. But anyway,
Okay.
you benefit.
So is
from
this going to be the entrance of your property?
No, this is going to be the refuse area with the borehole.
Okay.
That's going to be the braai area there. That's going to be the play area. As you guys can see, it's a village. It's open. No
Right.
cars will park here. The cars will park on that side.
Oh yes.
That's why the cars used to park in here when it was a mall, but I don't want cars in here.
Okay.
So hence I had to get that parking on that side.
So seeing that you've got a village, is it okay for us to call you Chief?
You can. Of this
Okay.
village, I'm the chief.
Chief, let's go.
Yeah. So yeah, so this is there's gonna be a nice sign up there. Slava Village, we're gonna paint this wall.
You're changing the signage to Slava.
Slava. But the architect wants us to paint it straight on the wall, take the sign away and paint it straight on the wall.
Sure.
I'm not sure, we'll see.
Okay.
I'm not a designer or something, so I'll take advice and see what will look the best.
That's the best thing in property, taking advice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's basically what you do, is you just come in here, you have an idea, and other people put it together for you.
100%.
These will all be flats as well. There were shops. You can see there's professional hair studios. We had a anti-freezer. There was a little thing here, a kids.
So now we are at the back of where we were just now.
Yeah.
Where those semi was, right? Okay, cool. And are you going to turn all of these now into residential?
Residential, also all flats. Everything will be residential.
No more shops?
No more shops.
Okay.
No, you know why I don't want shops? Because if you have shops, you have to open up the village, and I want it to secure, access control, not anyone coming in. So if I have a few shops, now I have to open it up for anyone to walk right through the village. Which before I bought it, that's what was open. The public could just walk in and out.
So in a nutshell, you've created your own complex.
Complex, yes.
Away. Okay. A complex of 40.
Did you just say away?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You just said away.
Right. And the school is right here at the back.
Yeah.
And basically it's just your 52 units, the school, and your other landlord.
So you could say it's about 70 because the school is using 18 shops, which they turn into classrooms.
Right.
So you could say that it's about 70. You could say, if you look at it and the school wasn't there, you could say it's 52 flats with 18 shops.
Awesome.
But the shops have been turned into classrooms.
Okay. Besides the borehole, anything else that we should know at a high level? I mean, we're going to come back and look at some of the units that you've done, how cool they look. I've seen one or two so far, a quick sneak. What else is there for us to know on your project? Especially from a learning perspective, what are some of the things that you have learned so far?
Look, we had to get an electrical upgrade.
Right. From what to what?
From 100, 100 to 200.
Okay.
100 to 200. The fire, there's we have to lift that meter up because the pressure was low for the fire hydrant.
The fire hydrant.
So we had to.
So that red thing is called a fire hydrant.
So now, fire requirements. So now, if the pressure is low, then you have to put JoJo tanks, which can cost you for this can take you up to $1 million. So we have to make sure we take the meter, the valves. You can even come see it.
So this thing, when you're buying residential, a lot of people that follow us, they buy residential houses. So when you don't worry about this because the council looks after this thing.
Yeah.
But now when you are buying a complex like this one, this becomes part and parcel of your problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now this is the municipality's meter. So they're going to come change the valve, see if it improves the pressure. If not, then we have to pay for them to lift this meter above the ground and put in a new meter, and hopefully that solves the problem.
One of my projects that we've got out in Cape Town, the pipe in the street is not big enough. And they've just hit us now during our asking of rezoning. They've put in a condition that we should increase the size of the meter. And the meter is going to cost us 500,000.
Nice one.
So we're like, okay, but this doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the council.
Yeah.
And they said, yeah, but you want to increase your capacity. So for that reason, we will do the work, but you have to pay for it. So we are clubbing now with other people in the street so that we can maybe decide to break the cost.
Yeah.
But not everyone is in property investments. They may reap the benefit, but we may have to pay. So I understand this one 100%. Basically, this is what the fire brigade, if there's a fire here, fire brigade will come in and plug in here. Okay.
basically. And these are some of the things. Look, that's why you need a good QS, so they can factor.
What's a QS?
Quantity surveyor.
Okay.
That does your costing, so they can factor in
We always think those
and
people are
put in
very
these
expensive.
estimates, and yeah, they're expensive until you do it yourself and you find out that you are short with 4 million
Yeah.
and your project is half
Then that's very expensive.
complete, or the contractor rips you off
Yeah.
with extras and things you don't know. Like simple, we walking there busy with the plumbing and site visit, and he says, listen, isn't this supposed to be 40 mils, not 20? That looks like a 20 mil
Right.
plumber. He says, please change that to her because it's not gonna. Now I wouldn't have seen that. I didn't even know what that was for.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So yeah, man, professionals. And I think get professionals that are get someone to refer someone to you. Don't get architects. All architects are not good. Don't understand things. All QSs are not good.
Not all plumbers are
Not all
plumbers.
plumbers are plumbers. Not all engineers understand things. Not all your cousins.
Oh, did you have to go there?
So I would refer people who have done it, something that you can go see.
Yeah. Leroy, I'm really excited about your project, brother. And it's coming up good. It's been coming, I think, for a long time.
Yeah.
But I think people look at you now and you're doing all of these bigger projects and they forget that I started off in a 2-bed, 1-bath. And they forget you started off also somewhere else. Where did you start off? What was your first house?
I think the
Was
first,
it the one that you
the
lost money?
170,000 bought at the auction, 2-bedroom.
Is that
Sold
the
it.
one that you bought twice?
That I bought twice. No, I bought the wrong property. That's the wrong one. I bought
was
that
your
one.
first one?
I sold it for 400. Bought it for 170. I think. That was the one I bought for 300,000. One of the two. 2-bedroom townhouse.
So that was your first project. And you have stayed on the course.
Yeah.
You're still grinding. And now you can get into bigger projects like these ones. And you get CEOs of the banks coming out now to see you. And I think for me, it's pretty simple. Number one, you are doing what you like.
Yeah.
Number two, you haven't stopped. Number three, it comes with its own challenges, but you're still in the grind.
Yeah.
The next number, I've forgotten what number it is, but the next number is
TJ's steps.
you're doing this not just for yourself, and your family is reaping the reward of doing this.
Yeah.
And you're building a strong family. You're building your asset base, one deal at a time, and it's not an overnight.
Yeah.
How long have you been in the game now?
Sure.
just below
2012, 10 years I think now, plus
10.
minus. 10 years, and I think that's just consistency.
we
Just
can
keep
call
going.
it- We can call it an average 10 years doing it the right way, and this is where you are. And
The right way, making mistakes along the way.
yeah,
Everything not perfect. It's never so. Even sometimes, and every time you're gonna be. I bought a flip, and then I had to buy a buy to let, and then I had to learn about buy to lets.
right.
Then I bought a multi let, then I had to learn about multi lets. Then I bought. Then you do construction. I have to learn. Next I do warehouses. And now I'm starting again from scratch. So it's the learning. You make mistakes as you go along, but if you keep going, consistent, surround yourself with the right people,
Right.
and keep going, Keep going, and it's and then eventually.
Let's take it home a little bit. You got married whilst you're in the property game.
I got married whilst I was in. Yes.
And your wife has been seeing you doing all of this. She's been on your side and helping you. And I ask of this because my wife helps me a lot emotionally.
Yeah.
When things are not going well, she's the person who's there for me. When it is working, she's there with me.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I am confused, she just asks a question and I get it right. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. She's not involved with me in the day-to-day. But what is your relationship with your Mrs. Montez around the business that you're building for your family? Because ultimately you're doing this for her as well. And the kids. Congratulations, you got your second baby now.
Thank you.
You've caught up to me, so that's okay. But on that note, people that are wanting to do this property thing, especially people that are married in community of property, they don't know that they now have to work together. What's your advice? Someone who's 10 years in, someone who is behind his biggest project, 52, technically 72. What would you say to couples that are wanting to do this?
Sure. Look, you have to work together. And some of these properties not get rich quick. Something you have to buy, convert, before there's income. So sometimes it's good if one partner has another source of income, right? So look, I'm full-time. I haven't worked for many years I've never been in corporate, basically.
Yeah.
So sometimes what has helped
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, it's got many perks. I used to travel into Africa all the time, 5-star hotel. I used to be picked up from the airport to my workplace. The life was good, brother.
The life was good, listen.
But
I missed that old good life.
Yeah, but it's different now. I own my time. Me and you, we spend time doing stuff like this.
Videos.
Yeah, and I'm not pressured to do stuff.
Yeah.
The only pressure that there is for my success. But other than that, there's no one else who's chasing after me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a problem, because some people need someone to chase after them.
Yes.
So now we don't have anyone, so you need to make things happen. There's no one saying you need to be in the office at 8 or you need to leave at 5 or you need to have a lunch. But nothing happens if you don't do anything.
So
it's a bit of discipline as well, self-discipline.
Yeah.
A bit of...
So you speak of the importance of having one partner being full-time somewhere, a consistent income.
Look, you need medical aid.
Yeah.
In South Africa, if you go to a government hospital, it's a problem.
Yeah.
You need medical aid. We married out of... Can I even talk all these things on this thing? But anyway, we married out of community of property.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's nice to, because I take on big risk, right? Take on debt. I've got a lot of risk. I've got a lot of debt. So then, some of the things are on her name. The fridge. So if I make a mistake, we still have a fridge. We still have the couches.
So that's
we still
risk
have
management.
the house. We still have the car. Yeah.
Yes, that is risk management. And basically, what you're doing is you're segregating what you're building, taking the risk, and what you're preserving.
Yeah.
For your household, but together you are winning. So that's a cool thing. But Leroy, I cannot thank you enough. I'm excited of what we are going to be seeing when the project is finished. But we'll come again and talk about some of the other challenges that you're having. And here's to your success, brother, and well done.
Thank you, TJ. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.